Yeah.
At the
Let,
beginning,
let me real quick.
yeah,
That card we was talking about, 1975. Um, Dory Funk against Kowalski, Lord Alfred Hayes versus the freight train Rufus R. Jones.
yes,
Uh, Big Bill Miller versus Bobo Brazil. Wilbur Snyder versus Moose Sholok. Remember Moose?
oh
Uh,
yeah,
Great guy. And then the opening bout, Jim Johnson and Ted Oates against Gary Fulton and Bobby Jaggers. I mean, that's a lineup,
yeah.
you know.
That card drew over 10,000 people.
Yeah,
Uh, Now,
it's great.
I was going to tell you, I don't know if I've ever told you the story before or not, but I used to have two ladies who would come in and clean my condo every 2 weeks. And I had all my wrestling stuff up on the wall. I don't have it up yet. I'm work in progress, unboxing all my boxes, getting all my books out and everything. But anyway, this lady would come in, and I had a Harley race poster up from a Harley race card at the keel. And she goes, "Oh my gosh." She goes, "Do you have anything with Rufus R. Jones on it?" Now, Rufus has been gone for quite some time, but there's still people that remember those guys. And I sat in the bar at your event in St. Louis at the Hall of Fame, and there was a guy there, and we were talking, and he goes, "Hey," he goes, yeah, we got. He asked me what I was doing there, and I said I was there for your wrestling event and your Hall of Fame and all that. And he goes, "Do you remember a guy named Butch Reed?" I said, "Yes." And I said, "And that's his son sitting right over there." And he goes, "You're kidding me." And that guy was so thrilled to meet
Yeah.
one of Butch Reed's family, you
Oh
know.
yeah, and Butch, he had his last wrestling match with us here in the village of East Grondolet, where we used to run shows. That was his last show. I had him and Bob Orton on it, and I'd bring Butch in and take him to a little barbecue place that we had here because he loved barbecue. And of course, we'd have to talk about wrestling. We'd have to talk about rodeoing because that was his two loves of his life. And great guy. I loved him. But
Next three cards in '75. The first card in February, Jack Briscoe with the NWA World Title against Dory Funk Jr., who's the Missouri champion in a 2 out of 3 fall match, and the special referee is Joe Higuchi. The
yeah,
if you've ever watched minute Japanese tapes, he's the bald headed guy with the orange jumpsuit, who's the referee
oh yeah,
there. And then Harley Race and Lord Alfred Hayes against Bobo Brazil and Pat O'Connor on the undercard. I mean,
oh yeah.
my gosh, what? I mean, that was the match of the '70s: Jack Briscoe and Dory Funk Jr. Man,
Oh, everybody wanted to see that. I mean, anytime you had those guys on a card, you knew you were going to have a great one. But even the undercard, like I said, Bobby Jaggers, I think was probably one of the underrated guys in the business. Uh, they called them uh, uh, jobbers. I call them enhancement workers because I still believe that without a good enhancement worker, you don't make the stars. You don't
all
make
right,
the guys. The Bob Browns of the world, the Mike Georges, Roger Kirby. Roger Kirby, another underrated individual.
one of Harley's favorite guys.
One of us, yeah, I'm telling you. But and then you look, Gene Antone and Kathy McCoy, Betty Nicolai,
Oh my gosh.
Jason.
I mean, I wish I had $1 for every time Betty Nicolai and Gene Antone worked against each other.
Yo, yeah, you'd be
I
rich.
mean, they were fantastic. I mean, I just
Yeah.
had a chance to talk to Gene Antone's daughter not long ago,
Oh, yeah, that's
and
great. Yeah.
man, they were fantastic.
But that card, it had Giant Baba on it.
Hmm.
You know, people wanted to be there to see the Giant.
Yep.
So that's one thing I got to give Sam credit for, and I mean that's what I learned a lot from him and Larry both is build it up to give the fans what they want. If the fans don't buy into it, then you might as well stay home
Yeah.
because if you can't put the butts in the seats, you can't pay the bills. And I mean, I loved it when they said, "Oh, so and so sold out the Madison Square Gardens, and so sold out this garden, and this." Sam Muchnick was selling out the Kiel Auditorium way before that was going on.
Oh yeah.
12,800 people he put in there, and then when he'd go to the Checker Dome or the arena, they called it later on. It held 22,000 people, and a couple of times a year he'd go there, and he'd put a darn good crowd in there also.